event is co-sponsored by TikTok Shop, and I'm really excited to learn more about how to use TikTok Shop correctly, hopefully network and meet some other creators. So let's go.
My name is Brandon. I'm actually from the TikTok team at TikTok Shop. Just checking, I mean, how's everyone's week going? Are y'all all having fun? Anything interesting happening going on?
So I'm so grateful to be invited to events like this. The content house was absolutely beautiful. They had all of the brands staged and just everything just looked so beautiful. You'll see more about that in the rest of the vlog. But the house itself was also beautiful, and because I'm like super nosy, I looked it up on Zillow in the car on the way home, and it was like over $3 million house. So just a classically stunning Hollywood, LA house with a pool and the whole nine. So beautiful. Anyway, we also got some gifting from the event, so I just really quickly wanted to share the gifting because some of this stuff is absolutely beautiful and I'm so excited about it. So the first thing we got is some mushroom elixir from Function, spelled like with a G, like fungi. Says it increases energy, focus, and libido. So she basically explained that you just put this under your tongue, I guess, as part of like your wellness routine. Okay, so it's like a little dropper. You put it under your tongue. It's definitely not something that I've ever tried before, but I'm open to trying new things, so maybe we'll give that a try. Then we got some, it's called a blood orange cardamom from the brand Can, spelled with 2 N's. And we also got something that I don't know if I can talk about on YouTube, but these are fungi Kana fruit juice. Got a little packet of those. And then we got some Lumi body oil. This is mineral oil free, no platelets, no parabens, vegan, sunless body oil. And this stuff smells literally incredible. Like, it smells, the only way I can describe it is when you go to like bougie hotels and they just have that like elevated kind of white tea scent, or if you use like really high-end products, it's like that. Like, it feels incredible, smells incredible, and I cannot wait to just lather my whole body in it. So super hydrating, smells amazing, love that. And then the next thing they gave us is this teapot, or tea kettle, excuse me. And I was like, are you kidding? We have to take home an entire tea kettle? Like, is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? So they actually they told me that the color I picked was gray, but this ended up being more of a blue gray, like a fog gray almost, because it's definitely very blue. And as you can see, that's like kind of the vibe in our home. So it ended up matching perfectly once I opened it, and it's just gonna like whistle. It's gonna be so cute. I love making tea, so I was so pumped about that. And the last thing that they sent us home with is the most beautiful martini glasses. Like, can you even cope with how stunning these glasses are? So these are handmade, handcrafted. I just think the green is so beautiful. A little twist on the bottom. It is so fun and funky, and I cannot wait to use these. We are not really cocktail drinkers, so let me know what your favorite cocktails are so we can try to make them and drink them out of our beautiful new glasses. That is it for the gifting from this event, and I'm gonna go put some comfy clothes on and hopefully persuade my husband to have sushi for dinner. He didn't know that yet, but he knows now. Hello vlog. Today we are headed out to go to a brand event. This is actually a launch event for a new skincare company. Apparently they've only been live in the US for something like 3 days at this point. And I guess they had a pretty successful launch in Korea. So yeah, we're gonna go see what this new skincare brand is all about. It is at this bougie hotel in West Hollywood. It's basically on Sunset Boulevard. And if there's anything about me, it's that I love a bougie hotel. So I'm excited to just see this hotel and see the event space that they have and the view of Los Angeles it's going to be in the penthouse or I think maybe by the pool or something. So the view is going to be immaculate, of downtown Los Angeles, which I always think is so cool. And yeah, so we're gonna go drive about 45 minutes just to go basically 9 miles from where we currently live, because LA traffic is trash. If you've ever driven here, you know that it just takes an incredibly long time to get anywhere, but I guess I'm used to it. It's not really a complaint. It's more of just a fact. I'm just stating a fact. But I have recently gotten into vlogging for YouTube, so I'm just going to take you all along with me, and we're just going to chat on this car ride, and hopefully the drive goes by quickly. Events, because I always talk to so many interesting people, and not just influencers, but just business owners and venture capitalists and so many interesting people. And so I just go home having learned so much from every single event that I go to. So yeah, it's always just super fun and exciting. So I think today's event is going to be more or less the same. But I think that the reason I've gone to so many events this week, besides opportunity, is honestly because my anxiety this week has been so high, probably the highest it's ever been. I'm very fortunate that I don't really struggle with anxiety. But when I do, it just hits me like a ton of bricks. So the reason that I've been anxious this week is because on Monday, my husband and I get to see the list of possible places where our next assignment can be. So if you're not familiar with my content, we actually are an Air Force family. And so the nature of the game, as most people know, is that you get a new duty station every couple of years. We are in a very unique position because we actually have gotten Los Angeles Air Force Base for our last 3 assignments, which is very, very atypical, I will admit. But I think that the reason that this has happened is, one, because Los Angeles Air Force Base is not a super desirable location, especially for airmen and officers who have families. Every family that we have met through the Air Force that has children does not want to come here. And I do understand their rationale. If you're someone who grew up in Wisconsin or Nebraska, and then you just hear all these crazy stories about LA, and you have 3 kids, I completely understand why you would not want to uproot your whole family to come here specifically when there's about 49 other options that you could pick instead. But for us, because we both actually grew up in Big Bear, which is a mountain town here in Southern California. So we both grew up there. So we really want to be in Los Angeles. And so we've just been able to basically continuously say that we actually do really want to rank this really high. And because of my husband's job and rank and degree, it just has really worked out for us. So all that to say is that we've been here for nearly 10 years. And if you're not familiar, LA Air Force Base has recently become a Space Force base. And so that means that this year we will be unfortunately unable to rank LA Air Force Base as an option for us because my husband is not in the Space Force. He is in the Air Force. And so because of that, we already know that we basically are going without a doubt to have to leave California. And that's just not something that I really want to do. When I was younger, you know, I lived in England. I did grad school in England. I moved all over. I did all of the moving stuff. And now that I have a niece and nephew, they're at like a really sweet age. And I just cannot really wrap my head around having to move and be away from them and like miss so much of their lives. And all of our parents are getting older. So we will be, you know, away from our parents. And it just like, I'm getting upset. It just is a really difficult thing. And I know like a lot of people are like, well, this is what you signed up for. And yes, at the end of the day, this is what we signed up for. That's not in question, but two things can be true. Yes, we did commit to this life. But I can also still be sad about it. My feelings are valid. And right now I'm just sad about it. And so the thing is that when we get this list, we actually have no idea what's even going to be on it. So it could be, it could be something great. Like it could be somewhere that we want to live. Like my husband's a huge Chicago sports fan. So I think best case scenario for him is that we get to be stationed in Chicago. But we also could end up somewhere like Minot, North Dakota. And I'll be real honest with y'all. Your girl is not cut out to live in Minot, North Dakota. So, this is all just giving me mad anxiety. And so in addition to just not like feeling like I have control over my own life in this process, and it's also just the fact that like, it's such a long process. So we get the list and then you have about 10 days to rank your preferences. So basically he'll rank the jobs that he wants the most or that he's the most qualified for. And then we will rank, sort of secondary locations. And hopefully, you know, best case scenario, you get whatever you rank as like number one. But the reality is that they could send you anywhere and everywhere. If there's like an urgent need to fill a job in Alaska, then they're going to send you to Alaska. So the Air Force really only cares about your family's wants and desires to an extent. Obviously their priorities, their needs are prioritized over yours and ours and our families. So anyway, that's just a little glimpse into like what it's like to pick a duty station. And, it's giving me anxiety because it also, so once we get the list, we have 10 days to make selections and then we will not even hear anything back for several more months. So I just feel like if it was a more instantaneous process, it might even give me less anxiety, but the fact that it's just like, here's our preferences, and then you wait and you wait and you wait for basically 5 months or possibly even longer than 5 months. That's a long time to not know what's next, what's coming. It makes it really difficult to plan for the future. So that's all the things that I've really been struggling with this week. And that's a really long version of me saying that the reason I've been going to so many events this week is to just keep my mind off of things and focus on my business. But I am really blessed that, you know, this is my full-time job now and I'll be able to do this job from anywhere. And this bathroom is part of the setup of this launch event and it is incredibly stunning. Look at this bathtub. This is literally my dream bathtub. And then they have these florals that are so stunning. And this massive shower over here. And then these incredible views of West Hollywood. Just like from the bathtub. So beautiful. So this is the brand. I think it's pronounced ISL. This is what's launching today. are back in the car after the event. It is suddenly incredibly hot here in LA, so I'm like burning up. I forgot my wallet, so I had to find parking that took Apple Pay, which is apparently very difficult in WeHo, where I'm at right now. But we found it, and then we had a little bit of a trek to and from the hotel that the event was at. But it was a really great event. They did a really good job of curating their guest list. So it was just like a really small, intimate group of people. Not all of them were influencers. Some of them are like in the business world. I talked to one guy that does like venture capital stuff. So that was really interesting. Talked to the CEO and the co-founders of the brand, their head of marketing. And interestingly enough, we actually found out that there's like some crossover between their brand's mission and the research that I did when I was in grad school. And so I was like listening to them talk about it. And I got so excited to share with them that like that was essentially the exact same thing that I had studied when I was in grad school. I did a whole dissertation on it. So I don't really use my grad school research or even like talk about it that much, but I just like, I'm still so passionate about it. And it was exciting to find some common ground and get to like talk about my research again, because that's not something that I really get to do a lot now that I'm, a full-time influencer. So that was really exciting. So now we're going to go brave the LA traffic, and they gave us a little goodie bag. So I'll do a little unboxing and share that all with you. And now we're going to go drive. We just got home. It probably took me 50 minutes to get home from the event that we were just at. So we're going to do a little unboxing. I saved the gifting from Thursday's event, and then I have today's to unbox with you guys. So we're going to start with Thursday's event with TikTok Shop. It was Find and Grind with Market.live and TikTok Shop. And they gave us so much good stuff in this gifting. So the first thing they gave us is this heatless curling rod, which if you haven't tried this yet, I highly recommend it. My hair today was done with the heatless curl rod. And I just love this product. I love it so much that I actually brought it as my gift for one of those My Favorite Things gift exchanges. And I gave this to my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law for Christmas last year. So highly recommend this. This is probably going to go in a little giveaway on Instagram, so look out for that. Then we got a Mini Pro makeup eraser. This looks like it's probably the perfect size for just like one-time use, even though I'm pretty sure this is meant to be used like multiple times. But yeah, it's like washable, removes your makeup, and that's awesome. And it's cute. You can put it like on your Christmas tree or something, like as a little gift. Has a little loop on it, which is very cute. And the next thing that we got is a Solar Wave, which I actually already have one of these, so I'm going to save this for a giveaway as well. But I struggled for probably like 2 years, almost 2 years with like perioral dermatitis. And the only thing that helped me was red light therapy. It made such a difference. And this is such a cool little product because it is so slim and compact. So a lot of the red light like products that I see out there, like the masks and stuff, or different like lights, they all seem like really big to me. And I mean, we live in an apartment, so we don't have a lot of like storage space. So I'm always looking for like things that are smaller. And as you can see, this is like so slim. The head actually rotates out so that you can do your treatment and then rotates back in on itself. So just like, basically it's like the size of an Apple Pencil, like a slightly thicker Apple Pencil. So love this if you're interested in red light therapy. Cannot recommend this enough. And then we got some, what is this? This is from the brand Cella, which I have never heard of. But we got some little mascara, brown mascara. I actually have yet to try brown mascara, so that is very exciting. I'll give that a try. And then this is a bronzy eyeshadow palette from Cella. Let's open this up and see what it looks like. Ooh, these are pretty. So these are some really pretty bronzy brown eyeshadows. Those are very, very pretty. I like that. I'm excited to give those a try. I'm going to have to look up Cella and see what this brand is all about. And the last couple of things that we got is this Candier candle. It says, I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. It has a bunch of glitter and it smells really, really good. It actually smells like something from my childhood that I can't quite put my finger on, but almost something nostalgic. If you're like a 90s baby, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna try to figure it out. It says orange, mandarin, peach, grapefruit, currant, and vanilla. But it's reminding me of something. I feel like something sweet like candy or something from our 90s childhood. But nonetheless, super cute. Love a little sassy saying candle. The glitter on top is super fun and cute. And the last thing that we got is something I'm so excited about because I was almost about to buy myself one of these. But we got a little blend jet, which is literally a portable blender. Okay, so if you're like really into smoothies, you might love this. So half the time I'm like, oh, I don't want to make a smoothie because I don't have time or I'm like running out the door or whatever. So this basically just gives you the option to make it on the go. So you throw all your fruits and everything in there, and then let's see if I can get this off. See if it's charged. I don't think it's charged. Okay, it's not charged, but it does come with a little charging cord. So, you know, the night before you have to go to work or something, just charge it. And then you literally just press this button and it will blend this size of a smoothie, which is like basically a single serve of a smoothie. It says 450 milliliters, which is about 14 ounces of liquid are going to blend in here. And it's just going to blend on the go for you. So that's like what the little blending thing looks like. This thing just twists off and twists back on. And it has like a little loop so you can like carry it. Anyway, I was absolutely about to buy myself one of these. So I'm so grateful that they gave me one. I'm going to use this so often. Guess I don't actually need to put it back in the box. So from today's event, they gave us this massive bag of stuff. So this brand, as I mentioned earlier in the vlog, they are a brand new skincare company. So they do not have a ton of products on their roster. But they did give us the 2 products that are on their roster. So this is a skin energy serum. And this is a skin energy cream. The thing that they gave us today is a whole ass robe, and I have been wanting like a massive plush robe, and we finally got one. So this next thing they gifted us is this incredibly soft branded robe, and it just is like clearly so lush and massive and cozy, and you already know I'm just gonna be wearing this around my house, and I'm so pumped about this. My husband's gonna be jealous because he's been wanting a robe too. I should have asked them if they could have given one to him as well, but anyway. So that is all the gifting of the events that we went to in the last couple of days, and I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog, and I'll see you guys next time.